With your day drops, you are helping to control the appetite, increase satiety, boost your metabolism. You are creating a positive effect on the hormones that are especially are associated with craving and hunger. And they also aid in digestion. The night drops kind of do some other things. They have some adaptogenic herbs in them. Have you heard that term before, adaptogenic herbs? Adaptogenic herbs basically help the body adapt to stress, to break down that word. And so it's going to help decrease stress, decrease insulin, right, which is the hormone that comes out when you're in fat storage mode, right, that you don't want to be in, right? And so we want to help bring that down. It's also the hormone that you're probably familiar with people who have diabetes. They have to watch the insulin, right? But you also need to watch your insulin even if you don't have diabetes. So when it comes to weight loss, you don't want your insulin spiking. Insulin will spike when you've had sugars and carbs, right? So we want to get control of that. So if you're diabetic, this is great. If you're not diabetic, but you just want to lose weight, whether that's hundreds of pounds or whether you're someone who's slimmer but wants to get that definition, we have a lot of fitness competitors and athletes using the day and night drops to get that definition and that ripped look, right? So all of that. In addition, the adaptogenic herbs will help you with sleep, which is very important. So that's kind of in a nutshell what's going on there. If we talk about some of the ingredients, for example, when I talked about the adaptogenic herbs, just so you're familiar with what those are, those ingredients in the day and night, it would be the night drops. We have holy basil powder, we have astragalus root, and we have L-theanine, and all of those are fantastic from the anti-stress, anxiety, bringing down cortisol. Are you familiar with that hormone? Cortisol is your stress hormone. So when you bring down cortisol, you feel good. But here's an interesting thing that, and I try to make things really easy, but you have to get a little bit of education under your belt so it makes sense. Because when it makes sense, then you're going to want to do it, right? So when we talk about cortisol, your stress hormone, which we're going to bring down utilizing the day and night drops, did you know that your cortisol, your stress hormone, and insulin run together? So insulin, we mentioned, is the one that spikes, when you eat sugar and carbs. It's the one that diabetics are looking for. It's the one you want to bring down. But guess what? Even if you haven't had any sugar or carbs, but you're stressed, guess what? Your insulin also goes up just from stress. So I like to kind of explain it as cortisol and insulin run together. It's kind of like big sister, little sister. If you're a big sister and you have a little sister, do you remember when you were younger and your little sister always wanted to follow you around and do whatever you did, right? So cortisol and insulin, they run together. So if we can bring down your cortisol, automatically your insulin is going to come down as well. And that's going to help you with weight loss. That's going to help you balance your blood sugar. So it's fantastic that this product can help you do that. You're also going to feel amazing, right? Because when you bring down your stress, you feel good. So whether that's depression, anxiety, any kind of stress, this is definitely a tool, a product that you can utilize to help you with that. So I love how it's positively affecting the hormones and bringing them back into balance. And I will tell you that aside from giving your body super nutrition to boost your immune system and detoxifying, right along there with that is hormone balance. And you don't have to be an endocrinologist, someone who studies hormones, to understand and to bring all that back in balance. You have the tools right here to do that, whether you know it or not. You might not even want to know all this information, but if you hear it once, you know these products can help you rebalance. And that's what we utilize this for. This is a tool. All right. So, yes, and someone put in today's world. In today's world, we definitely need that balance, right? We definitely need that hormone balance. And so you've got those tools to help you. All right. So we also in the day drops, let's talk a little bit about the day drops. So we're controlling the appetite, increasing satiety, meaning you're feeling full and comfortable, right? And decreasing hunger and cravings. We've got the fructooligosaccharides. Have you heard that term before? We've got that going on in the white kidney bean extract, and that contributes to decreasing or creating a slow carbohydrate absorption, kind of balancing that. We mentioned earlier the holy basil powder and all of that as it relates to stress. We've got green coffee extract and guarana seed extract also to boost the metabolism. We've got biotin, chromium, and cinnamon. which in terms of fat burning and balancing the blood sugar. So all of the necessary ingredients all together. Cinnamon is a fantastic ingredient, again, for diabetics as well. So if you're dealing with anyone with diabetics, I know over here when I work with someone, I put them on the Slenderize drops, even if they don't need to lose weight, just to do a quick, month's worth of rebalancing. But especially with the diabetic, you can help get their blood sugars under control in literally 30 to 60 days. Cinnamon is very good at balancing the blood sugar, so we put that in there as well. So if you ever have an opportunity to add cinnamon to anything that you're making as far as your foods go, definitely do that, because that will help with weight loss and diabetic in terms of balancing the blood sugar. So that's what we have going on with these Slenderize drops. Now, of course, we want to make sure that we're eating the proper foods, and the Slenderize program comes with an amazing food list, and you won't feel deprived. You can make all kinds of fun desserts, all kinds of amazing foods that you're used to eating. We're just going to swap out the ingredients with healthy ingredients so that you can feel satisfied. And again, the drops are going to really help you accomplish that goal. So I don't know what you all have as far as maybe private groups where you do recipes and do a little teaching and put product information in, but definitely make sure that you get some of the recipes that we have. And we actually have a Slenderize approved recipe book. It's like a PDF it's not like a book, but it's like a PDF that we can get to you all with all kinds of recipes that different leaders all over the world contributed to. So if you don't have that in your arsenal, we definitely need to get that to you. But I encourage you to go through the food list and create some recipes as well. One of the things that a lot of people struggle with is they feel like they have to deprive themselves to lose weight. Now, of course, you don't want to be gorging yourself, right? That's not going to work, but you need nutrition in order to lose weight. In fact, we have oftentimes a lot of people use the Slenderize drops, and maybe they're taking the optimals, our vitamins and minerals, along with some of our other products, and maybe they've reached their goal with their weight, and they just continue to take the nutrition side of it, and they continue to lose weight. Nutrition makes you satisfied, so you're not running around hungry all the time. So that's why I always encourage you to have some good supplementation, because we're not getting everything that we need nutritionally from our food, right? Our food is grown improperly. We cook our food and destroy nutrients. Our food is sprayed with pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, that destroys nutrients. And then also a lot of people take medications, and all medications deplete certain nutrients from the body. So we have to supplement with clean products. And that's what I love. And that's why I'm involved with this company, because their philosophy when it comes to products is no compromise. So we don't use the typical fillers, binders, lubricants. We find food-based alternatives. We've got tons of certifications. In fact, one of our most recent one is called the Cologne List. Are you familiar with that? It's one of the world's most leading independent scientific labs that analyzes, and it's at the Olympic level. And we have 33 of our Nutrify products that are part of the Cologne List. Now, it's a very, very respected certification, along with all the other certifications that we've had. In fact, I challenge you to find another company that has more certifications than what we have under our umbrella. And that's kind of how I look at our products, is under our umbrella, we have these different categories of products that relate to holistic health. And so as you're kind of going through your health journey and sharing the education and even the products with people, what you'll discover is not everyone's ready to drop everything and change everything in their life. And that's totally understandable. But we start them for perhaps with the drops and some of the other products, and they start learning and get educated and starting to get results. And then they'll realize that, you know what? Hey, I need to, start cleaning up my water, and they look at the water bottle. Skincare. We've got great non-toxic skincare, and that's important because the chemicals that we put on our skin get in our system. And so we have what I'll call all the clean solutions to people when they're ready to start making changes and